Okay. Who wants to start with the lesson for the week? How they went?
I will.
Cool.
So mine was seek and you will find. And I have, but in a completely different way than I thought I was going to. But it's good because I've made some decisions for my the rest of my journey.
Oh,
Hmm.
How exciting.
that's
Yes.
big.
Totally different way than I thought though.
Right.
Mm. Yeah,
Now everyone's coming in.
yeah.
And that's all you want to share about that, Linda,
Yes, thank
for
you.
now? Okay. I kind of felt like that after
Intriguing.
Gary's.
Morning
Hello.
everyone.
Hi, Jane. Hi, Gary.
Hey, how are you guys?
Good.
Good. How are you?
I'm good. I just got done listening to Alpha Brainwave music and I kind of went too far, too deep.
Should be
Robert
interesting
was,
conversation today then.
well, no, I set the alarm on my phone, but I didn't even hear it. I was like,
Oh.
out. Robert came in and kept tapping me on the leg. So, sorry to be
Yes,
late.
neither. Oh, good that you keep making Jane. Sorry, I didn't get your message when you sent it because I don't check my messages while we're on the call.
Oh, that's okay. I'm having to outsmart my computer. Um, for some reason it just takes me a while to get on. So I said, I'm just going to copy and paste it into my Zoom account.
Ah,
Yeah, who could say? But now that's what I'm going to do. So it's great
okay.
to be here. Yeah.
She can make it. I'm
Mm.
glad we've got some Americans on.
Hmm.
Worried about you guys.
We're a
Oh,
motley crew, I'll tell you.
oh my God. Did anyone see the picture of Trump's head on the shoulders and body of Jesus?
I thought finally humanity has come to their senses. Of course he's Christ.
Well, I also heard what he said when he was questioned about it. He said, "Oh no, I meant to. I think I'm a doctor. I think you're demented." But anyway,
He he absolutely cannot
Doctor,
stop lying. There's nothing
no, he's just
yeah,
there's
yep.
no word. There's no words.
No, no, there aren't. I just felt like it hit such a low that I'm I took a picture of the picture and I'm going to start to send it to people that I know that have just been Trump lovers forever and a day and say, now, now what?
Well,
Anyways,
and then on
enough.
top of that, he was attacking the Pope the entire week, telling of the
Exactly.
Pope they were gonna send military force to the Vatican.
Oh God.
You can't make it
well,
up.
I am.
Yeah.
No.
Hollywood writers must be sitting there going, "Oh, we could use that."
Uh, it is all this sort of beautiful unfoldment of whatever the next phase of humanity is going to be, because it certainly can't continue like it is.
Now we can laugh about it.
Yes, we will laugh about it someday. It'll
Yeah,
be
yeah.
Yeah.
it'll be interesting.
I don't know that we'll actually laugh about it. That would be like laughing about
Oh,
Hitler.
come on,
Well,
Carly,
no,
don't be so harsh.
he's playing his part very well, I
Yes,
reckon.
yes. We just don't
Yeah.
know what that is, and I don't think he knows either. But anyway.
No, not at all.
Yes, so Linda has discovered that she's found her path and it's nothing like what she expected. And it's very much like when Gary, when that ultimate breakthrough thing and the end process of like, what's your intention? What are you being? And my whatever that process came up with something, I was doing like my perfect day and it was all very cruisy and very happy. And then doing that process was like, oh, okay, I've still got to step up, don't I? I can't just
Yeah.
sit around all day with horses and with cats and
Well,
grow
I
food.
told you, V, I want your life. I want to live in Nana and hang out with horses and cats.
I want you to have it too. I want everybody to
Yeah,
have it.
yeah, it sounds lovely. But I am
Why
convinced that
not?
our heaven or our hell is all shaped within what we choose to focus on and the resonance in which our heart is resonating at. And that's quite up to me. I could be anywhere in any environment and be in hell, even though
Yeah.
nothing hellish is going on,
Yeah.
or be in the most beautiful, beautiful, or the worst place and be in heaven. I just more I go on, the more I think, the matrix shapes itself based upon the intentional resonance of the perceiver. But it's so
Mm-hmm.
well, I can't so clear. How do I want to language that? It I After all the years of my life doing what I've been doing all these years, I still feel pubescent in that art form of I'm creating my reality. I know I'm creating it. How do I want to shape it now? Regardless of the
Mm,
evidence that's currently happening, which is only the manifestation of what I focused on before, what do I want to create now? And then
Mm-hmm.
shifting it in that moment.
mm,
And um, I can say I'm doing it better than I've ever done it, but man, it's taking everything I've got to do it.
yeah, all your focus.
Amen, brother.
Mm.
Yeah. But what else is there to do here, gang? This is what I think we all came to learn, tell you the truth.
Yes,
Yeah, it
yeah.
is. Without a doubt.
Mm.
Without a
Yeah.
doubt.
So, my lesson was be by guiding your brothers home, you are but following him. I was going to do another one, but I thought, no, this one's, I always like to try and pick the ones about other people, like others, because that's my challenge, I feel. I mean, I can sit here in my little cocoon and go, everything's great, and I can feel peace. But I think the challenge is when we include other people in that. So this was a really helpful thing to actually be including other people in how I'm showing up and watching and learning from them as well. So it's been good.
Yeah. For
I
me,
think Carly,
I'm ready to shift my thing.
are
I didn't
you?
do well on mine, yeah, and I thought
Okay.
I've been doing it too long now, and now I think I need something else. So yeah.
Yeah,
Corley, sorry for interrupting.
No,
that's all
that's all
right.
right. I just want to tell you all that I had surgery on in here. That's why my face is all how it is. Anyway,
You
so
look
I
great,
left.
Corley.
Thanks. I just see the smiling doesn't really work, but I because I left halfway through last time because
Yes.
having trouble with this whole daylight savings gig. But anyway, I wrote down on the altar of truth, your vision will be changed. Yeah, that happens quite a lot, I reckon. And even just oh, finding the truth or stripping things away to actually see what the truth might be. Yeah.
Mm.
Hmm.
Jane, you missed a week, but how did you go? Have you been going with yours?
You're muted.
Yeah, just
Yeah, she knows.
Oh, sorry.
I can see you looking.
Mm.
Oh,
Thank you.
is it in a different spot
Come
now?
back to me, she was saying.
All right. Well, I think so Gary's going to have a new one today. Let's see what we can find. Let's start reading.
Mm.
Well, I didn't hear Linda's. Linda, how did you go?
Yeah. Sorry.
Um, Mine was Seek and You Will Find, and it's I did exactly that, but in a completely different way than I thought it would go. So yes, let the new journey begin.
Are you happy for the new journey, Linda?
Yes, I am. Yes, I am. It's
Good.
all about
Great.
finding
Finding what, Linda?
peace.
Peace. Yeah.
Hmm.
Okay. We are
Can
doing.
Jane talk now? Can you talk now, Jane?
Yes, yes,
Yeah,
I can.
good.
Thank you. Hi.
Fine.
Um, you know, I find so much peace here on Tuesday, and it really does take me into my week and weeks. Um, what's interesting is that I had a reading on Sunday night of this is an astrology reading for one of my clients who is a PhD psychotherapist in Boston, and we hadn't spoken in a year, so I was updating her, and I asked her how her practice was going and so on, and she said, people are really kind of out there these days, and suffering and so on. And this client of mine is in her late 60s. My point is that I said to her, I said, have you heard of the Course in Miracles? And she said, oh yes. And I said, well, I'm not sure how much you know about it. She said, I certainly know enough, but she said, I've never really studied it and so on. And and I started rattling off 4 or 5 things that are like the anchor of the Course in Miracles. And I said to her, it's my go-to. And would never want to be without it because it just and Gary, you alluded to, one of the things in that, we're all here to learn. Period. We're all here to learn. And here we are, literally in this classroom together, and I'm really grateful. So yeah, I mean that's and when we take on a sentence or an idea being posed to us in the Course in Miracles, that's terrific too. So yeah, I feel like I've got a little secret, and I don't know about anyone else. Don't you kind of feel like um how come everyone isn't on the Course in Miracles bandwagon?
Mm.
I mean, it's the answer. So I don't know. Call me a cult leader or something. I don't know. Anyways, all right. I'm done. Thank you.
Thank you. We only had one paragraph left for this section,
Yes.
so we get to start
Oh,
with an ending. You want to start us off with that one, Gary?
sure. The atonement is not the price of your wholeness, but it is the price of your awareness of your wholeness. For what you choose to sell had to be kept for you since you could not buy it back. You must invest in it, not with money, but with spirit. For spirit is will, and will is the price of the kingdom. Your inheritance awaits only the recognition that you have been redeemed. The Holy Spirit guides you into life eternal, but you must relinquish your investment in death, or you will not see life through it. Or you will not see life, though it is all around you. Misread
Wow.
that, but
Mhm.
yeah.
Mm.
I'm so sorry that you've had to go through this in alone. Can't imagine how confusing, how scary it must be. Yeah, it is.
Does someone have a television on in the
Oh,
background?
yes, in the distance of it. I guess let me put this on hold.
Oh, yeah.
No, it was just coming through kind of. Did everybody else hear that? Or am I the only one who's
Yeah,
audio sensitive?
Yeah, no, I thought it might be me. I'm like, oh no, I got something else open, but no.
I know, I thought it was me too. I checked. I don't have any open files. I had a tiny bit of an epiphany today. That last line, the Holy Spirit guides you into life eternal, but you must relinquish your investment in death, or you will not see life through, though it is all around you. And I'm in the middle. How can I? Well, I have to language this right. Um, there has been a karmic set of circumstances that have evolved that could potentially be not great for Robert and I economically. And it's so funny because when we when I had a big snafu happen economically many, many years ago, it was a very similar storm. The economy started to crash, the businesses started to go down in volume, and everything eventually went to poop. And I won't say that that's happening now because it's not. But I found myself feeling a lot of fear because I had a lot of trauma around that period of time, feeling a lot of fear. And I felt that for about one day pretty intensely. And I worked myself out of it. And the thing that I came to, the conclusion I came to, was this one line in the Course in Miracles that all things past, present, and to come is gently planned by one who unconditionally loves you.
Mm.
And I thought, I said to Robert eventually, I said, what does it actually really matter? I mean, literally, if all of our assets went poof. So we sell a car, we live in a smaller house, we eat rice and beans for a while. I thought eventually what happens for all of us, because that's not going to happen, but what happens for all of us is everything that we are attached to, which is relinquishing our investment in death. Because when whatever it is that we're attached to has to be let go of. It has to be let go of. Everything, even our bodies. But I'm looking at it going, why would I be invested in that object, that house, that car, that thing? When ultimately at the end of the day, it is my love for the Lord, my ability to be in this state of surrender as I walk down the path, ultimately to the one thing, to be embraced by the essence of life. There has to be death on that journey to it because we have to let go of everything that we're attached to. And I just thought, when I read that, I was like, that's exactly right. we don't see the life and we don't see God all around us because we haven't died to the things we think are our God by the attachments we have to them. And every time I've done that, because I've done that before, I'm like, don't care, don't
Mm.
care. Then the floodgates open and everything turns out great. But it seems like I have to get to the point where like, I don't care. All I want is God. And that's when everything changes. So I just wanted to share that because it was that sentence was interesting for me to read because that's exactly what I've been going through this whole last week.
So we should all say congratulations to you, Gary.
That's exactly right. That's exactly right because the mind, if the world doesn't show up as you think you want it to be, the mind has a field day. The ego has a field day. It thinks it's separate. It gets fearful. It does all those things. But actually, excuse the language, it's bullshit. It's nonsense. It's a cycle, like a wave that we all are riding all the time. How many of you got cycles in your life that it's like, oh, everything's just so fabulous and great. Oh my God, what just happened? Oh, it's so fabulous and great. Oh, what just happened? You know?
Every
So
day.
every day. So it's like we ought to be used to the roller coaster by now, wouldn't you think? And every time we hit those, oh my God, what's happening? That is where we have to die to our attachments of how we think it should be. So it's this constant wave of like, I'm on top of the world, everything's fabulous in my world too. Oh my God, what just happened to me? Fear, love, fear, love, fear, love. And instead of just love. Like none of this matters.
Mm.
Anyways, that's kind of where that's what that sentence gave me.
Mm.
I think that, like I know that we're human and we're going to go through all of that anyway until the day that we depart from this planet. But, in my mind, I think to myself, I'm of that age now where it should just be that, you know, it's flatlining. And it's probably the wrong word to use when you're getting older, but, um, it's like, well, yes, go through all of that shit and crap and everything when you're younger, because that's what makes you stronger, regardless of whether it's positive or negative. But then you get to a certain age and you think, I'm just tired of all of that. I don't want that anymore. I don't want to have those roller coasters anymore. So, what do? Do you become a recluse? Or
I
do you put
think
yourself out there even more and see if you can find a more tangible challenge to help you through that stuff? I don't know. It's weird.
Linda, I really do not think it has anything to do with what's happening externally to us. I think it has everything to do with how we approach the roller coaster, because we cannot control the things that occur in the world, but we most certainly can control the meaning we attach to it. And that is where our attachment always brings us suffering, that we want things to stay as we deem them appropriate for us, whether it's easy or whether it's not easy, or whether I'm having a hardship or I'm not having a hardship. It it ultimately none of that actually matters. It's, do I hold the hand of God as I walk through all of it so that all of it is the same? Because I have never let go of that. Now I can't do that yet, but I do know that that's the road.
Yeah.
We had
Yeah.
we had dinner. No, we didn't. We watched a movie with our Christian neighbors the other night. They invited us over for movie night. I remember we watched the most beautiful, uplifting movie. It was just wonderful, and we were all partying, and they said something like I was in this state of like really appreciative of being around a group of people who lived and built and build their life around God. These people walk the path like no one else that I know. And they do it in a Christian base. but they're like, we don't even read the Bible. We just read the red letters, the red words in the Bible, which is what Christ taught, and that's what we follow. And I'm like, thank God. And and they said, we're doing a little closing circle. And they came to me and I said, what would be the thing you want to leave with the group? And I said, it is a blessing to be around individuals who love God like I love God. And really, there's
Mm.
nothing else to say because for all of us, it isn't that we read A Course in Miracles. It's that in the Course in Miracles, there are lines that tell us and explain to us that God is always omnipresent in everything that we do, see, think, and feel in all situations, in all walks of our world. And a lot of the paths I follow are filled with a bunch of thorns and broken glass, and I don't enjoy it. However, I also know that there's a purpose and a reason for why it's there.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And that is the most important thing. I've gotten in this place right now. I'm not attached to the outcome,
Mm.
and
Beautiful.
that brings me peace.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah.
I feel like all chatty Cathy. Maybe my alpha brainwave music got me all amped up. Sorry,
It's
let's
good
read on.
stuff.
Yeah, but I'm running my mouth too much. Um,
No, no,
is
no.
there anything else in that paragraph anyone wants to go over more? Or are we
I
good?
like the concept of investing in yourself. Yet you must invest in it, not with money, but with spirit.
Yeah, yeah.
Well, yeah, because money's just a tangible thing. When you talk about richness, it's got nothing to do with money, investments, finances, economy, none of that. It's all about the richness of life, the richness of the soul.
There's another line in here. It says, "For spirit is will," which I don't even remember hearing before, and will is the price of the kingdom. And it seems like it's saying that your focus, like your will, I interpret it as focus, like I'm willing to invest in spirit. That is a price of the kingdom. So is our focus still on God?
Mm. When I see that the way the spirit is will and will is the price of kingdom, and you're talking about that, Gary, and it reminds me that is it still one of your core values, determination? Hmm. That's what it is. You're determined no matter what shows up. It requires determination to stay on the path and choose love and choose God.
Yep.
Because after all, we're just spirits. We're souls here having a human experience.
Yeah.
And we're so we can get so wrapped up in our humanness. And it's eh, wrong answer, wrong path.
Shall we go to the next section?
Yeah.
The Sane Curriculum. We could do with a bit of sanity, couldn't we?
Oh, yeah.
So,
Do you want to read that one, Linda?
sure. Only love is strong because it is undivided. The strong do not attack because they see no need to do so. Before the idea of attack can enter your mind, you must have perceived yourself as weak. Because you attacked yourself and believed that the attack was effective, you hold yourself as weakened. No longer perceiving yourself and your brothers as equal and regarding yourself as weaker, you attempt to equalize the situation you made. You use attack to do so because you believe that attack was successful in weakening you.
Can someone send that to Humpty Dumpty?
Who's Humpty Dumpty?
Humpty Trumpty.
Oh,
That was the weirdest reference I have ever heard, P.
It's an original reference.
That's what yeah. I've got a friend, we send little memes to each other and we call him Trumpty Dumpty. I don't feel like I do much attacking anymore.
The thing I don't understand is okay, in the last sentence, you use attack to do so because you believe that attack was successful in weakening you. Huh?
Hmm.
I think maybe the second paragraph helps with that.
Okay, shall we
Okay.
read it?
I know, it usually does, right?
Yeah. Jane, do you want to read that one?
Sure.
Cool.
Okay. That is why the recognition of your own invulnerability is so important to the restoration of your sanity. For if you accept your invulnerability, you are recognizing that attack has no effect. Although you have attacked yourself, you will be demonstrating that nothing really happened. Therefore, by attacking, you have not done anything. Therefore, by attacking, you have not done anything. Once you realize this, you will no longer see any sense in attack, for it manifestly, is that right? For
Yeah.
it manifestly does not work and cannot protect you. Yet the recognition of your invulnerability has more than negative value. If your attacks on yourself have failed to weaken you, you are still strong. There you go. You therefore have no need to equalize the situation to establish your strength. There it is.
Mm-hmm. Hmm.
It's and I think it's saying that when you attack another, you're really attacking yourself and you're weakening yourself.
Yep.
So don't go there. It's like the phrase that's used so often, giving your power away. Well, there is no power. There's just love.
It's interesting because from like my past led me to now or the last few years of if anybody verbally attacked me, I would just attack back verbally because that was my way of standing up for myself.
Uh-huh.
Whereas I've had an epiphany with that paragraph because, yeah, all it's doing is weakening me. So when you become weakened, you're not seen, you're not listened to, all of those sorts of things, because that's your go-to when you feel like you're being attacked verbally. That's your go-to. You just attack back. So, yeah, that's a very awesome paragraph, actually.
Mm.
Hmm.
I know in the past there's been times where I've perceived attack and then lashed out, but there was no attack in the first place, and I see that now.
Mm.
Mm.
And it was all self-inflicted.
It's
Well,
still
it's a
so
whole
hard
fear.
to actually do, though, don't you find? I find I'm having like, stuff with my family at the moment, and I did um well hang up on my siblings on a call because after I blurred at them, and it's sort of like, so I can tell you the whole situation and you can decide whether you agree with me or not, but then I didn't come to it with love. So
Mm.
so the what it was about or anything doesn't even matter because I didn't come from a good space.
Yeah, I'm hearing
Mm.
that. Yeah.
But that's hard to
Mm.
live, I come up with all these ideas of how I'm gonna be and then revert back to my not how I want to be myself.
Hmm.
Mm.
Because the
Especially with
ego is,
family.
Mm. Yes, they are quite a challenge.
Well, Corley, it really is a opportunity each time they rock up in that state. We we oftentimes, when we learn to walk, we fall a lot. We fall a
I'm
lot.
doing that.
Yeah, and so it really is not about the falling because that's part of the learning. It's about the discomfort that you feel by the fall. And then the next time around, you say, I don't want to feel that discomfort. I always say that you don't give up something unless you have something better to take its place. So the art of being right isn't so comforting. It is it is the retention of love and the ceasing of condemnation that gives us a much better sense of returning to ourselves. There is no winning, there is no losing, actually.
Mhm.
Um, and and I'll share this with you. It may be a strategy that you want to take when we have siblings that are not that are extraordinarily difficult or even mentally ill. Because my brother's mentally ill, I can't have conversations with him. And so whenever I bring him into my life, he does something that will damage me. And so I stopped bringing him into my life. I don't talk to him. I don't call him. I don't accept calls from him. And that's not because I don't love him.
Mm.
It's because the state of mind he's in, he will do damage, and I have a boundary around that. So I know that you can love from afar. And you can do it in such a way where you hold no judgment or condemnation for them, but you don't keep them in your life when they do injury to you or attempt to do injury to you. So it depends on the complexity of your relationship with your siblings, but that's sort of an extreme example for me. I just draw really serious boundaries, but I don't not love him.
Mm.
And there's a difference. I have to love myself as much as I love him.
Mm.
And
I
if
felt when
I
you were
allow,
saying that you love
yeah, if I allow him in, I'm not loving myself.
him. Mm.
mm,
Mm.
very much. And Gary, you said something interesting about how falling is just part of learning. And if we all were to think about, say, a 15-month-old who's learning to walk and run, if we're, whether we're a bystander or a parent or a grandparent, none of us would ever say to that 15-month-old, "Oh, no, don't fall. No, get up. No, oh, that's off. Well, you fell." It's like, yes, and you're going to fall again and again and again. And all is well with the world because it is. And we're no different. We're no different than the toddler learning to walk and learning to run. We're going to fall and fall. And it's like, oh, oh yeah, that's right. It is all about the learning. And,
It
we
comes
get so
back,
caught up.
yeah,
What's
of
that?
failing. It comes back to learning that determination, isn't it? You learn it at that age that, you just have to keep trying. You never give up.
Yeah,
Never give up.
yeah, 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 yeah. So give yourself a break, Corley.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Shall we go to number 3? Oops, where we go? That one's quite short. Do you want to read that one, Carly, or?
Sure. Just writing down, give me in capitals a break.
And a kiss, too.
I'm not really up to kissing at the
That's all
moment.
right.
Oh,
I'll do that one.
that's right.
Okay. Yep.
Here, where's it?
No worries. All
Thank
right,
you.
it's my turn then. You will never realize the utter uselessness of attack except by recognizing that your attack on yourself has no effects. For others do react to attack if they perceive it, and if you are trying to attack them, you will be unable to avoid interpreting this as reinforcement. The only place you can cancel out all reinforcement is in yourself. For you are always the first point of your attack, and if this has never been, it has no consequences.
I like that last line, that last sentence.
Mm.
Hmm.
Does anyone have any questions about that paragraph?
I'm just seeing that as, I mean, I'm getting an image of Gandhi in this one, of like he never committed any act of violence. And you look at the changes that he managed to enforce, and he, even though people attacked him, he didn't react to that.
Mm.
It's almost like if two opposing forces, if there's not two opposing forces, the attack loses its power.
Mm.
If you don't have a force resisting the attack really has nowhere to really land. And that's what Gandhi did. He did not participate. He acted more like an observer than a force of resistance.
Mm, hmm. Yeah, you can't have a fight if you don't pick up the boxing gloves.
Mm. It's like hitting a tennis ball. If someone's attacking you and you hit it, it creates even more force back again. If you let it
Yeah.
go, it just kind of dwindles off to the side,
Mm-hmm.
loses power.
Nice analogy there, Bea.
Mm,
Mm-hmm.
thanks.
Mm-hmm.
We ready for number 4 then?
Yep.
Your turn then, Gary.
The Holy Spirit's love is your strength, for yours is divided and therefore not real. You cannot trust your own love when you attack it. You cannot learn of perfect love with a split mind, because a split mind has made itself a poor learner. You tried to make the separation eternal because you wanted to retain the characteristics of creation, but with your own content, yet creation is not of you, and poor learners do need special teaching.
Mm-hmm.
I can see the tick, tick, tick of Jane's brain.
Got that right, B. You're so right. Yeah, especially the you cannot trust your own love when you attack it.
Hmm.
It's like, wow, that's not correct.
I feel like that last line's like getting at me, and I'm getting a teacher aid.
Well, I'm thinking I'm going to have to start riding the special bus.
Yeah.
Hmm.
It's a very hard-hitting um, section, though, really, isn't it?
Yeah.
Like,
Yes.
it's just giving me, like, you know how you get all prickly? But it's true. And the only reason that I'm getting prickly is because it's just making so much sense. It's
Yeah.
like,
Hmm.
geez, I mean, it's so simple. When you sit here and read these paragraphs, it's so bloody simple. And yet the mind is so damn complicated. So while you might think of these little things, there's always that ego, I suppose, or the split mind that's going to step in and create an issue with that. So then you just start thinking, oh, well, I'm right.
Mm.
It's bizarre.
Mm. Can you imagine the next time you feel yourself being pulled into an attack session and someone has so-called attacked you? And then if we were to say, thank you so much. Thank you so much for holding up the mirror and showing me, oh, you are my teacher, and I am so grateful.
I don't know if I'd go that far, but well done.
No,
Yes,
no,
well
no. I
done.
mean, really go all out, all out. And it's like it would stop them in their tracks. And it's like, okay, so we're just going to hang up now, right? Love you, bye. You know? Okay.
I love that. Shall we try and squeeze one more in?
I think so.
Alrighty.
Sure.
I might read that one. Does anyone else want to read it?
No, you go, V.
You go
Okay,
for it.
cool. You have learning handicaps in a very literal sense. There are areas in your learning skills that are so impaired that you can progress only under constant, clear-cut direction provided by a teacher who can transcend your limited resources. He becomes your resource because of yourself you cannot learn. The learning situation in which you placed yourself is impossible, and in this situation, you clearly require a special teacher and a special curriculum.
And a special
Oh,
bus.
special bus. Yes.
All learners are not good choices as teachers, either for themselves or for anyone else. You would hardly turn to them to establish the curriculum by which they can escape from their limitations. If they understand what is beyond them, they would not be handicapped.
Mm.
And so the teacher becomes clear because T is in capital T, capital W, hint, hint.
So basically, we're all handicapped.
Yeah.
Especially if we're not choosing the teacher with a capital T.
Mm.
The only time when handicap is good is in golf
Yeah. And sailing.
and sailing, yeah.
Yeah.
And in horse betting.
Yeah. I kind of feel like this is just saying pick your teachers carefully
Mm.
and where they're coming from. Are they coming from a source of love or not?
Well, don't you think? I know I tell myself that the divine universe that I'm a part of will send me the people, places, and things. And if I no longer need their assistance, they're not going to need to show up.
Mm.
It's when it's learned, um, doesn't mean we're, like the toddler, we are going to fall down. But it's almost, the people, places, and things will change as they need to. And it's all very much in divine order. No accidents.
We also learn from the bad teachers, I kind of feel like that I decided from a very young age that I looked at my parents and said that's not how my life is going to go. I choose differently. I didn't kind of have the
Right.
language around it, but that is definitely, I remember looking at them and going, this is not how my life will turn out.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Right.
Interesting. I pretty much did the same thing too, which is probably why I've been on the run for most of my life. Because I wasn't going to put up with that sort of um, narcissistic behavior.
I didn't feel that they were deliberately the way they were, and I love them deeply. I just know that that's not how it wasn't my path. So, and I think that's how you can still learn from even the bad teachers.
Mm-hmm.
or the teachers that just aren't coming from love, basically. And
Mhm.
even though they love me, I just knew that wasn't, there was something more out there and seeking.
Mhm.
We can choose. We can choose all the time, can't we?
Yes.
We're choosing every time we have a conversation, even
Yes.
in our own heads.
Mhm. Mhm.
We're coming up to the hour, so we'll need to pick a lesson. Oh my goodness.
Mm.
Well, mine was the first sentence of today. The atonement is not the price of your wholeness, but it is the price of your awareness of your wholeness.
Mm-hmm.
Mine is the Holy Spirit's love is your strength.
Mm.
Nice. Mine must have come from the same paragraph. The Holy Spirit guides you into life eternal, but you must relinquish your investment in death, or you will not see life, though it is all around you. Big one. Coralie and Jane, what have you got?
Mm. I'm just looking at the ones I highlighted. One of them, I was like, they could be fun because it's the one. Yet creation is not of you, and poor learners do need special teaching. That just cracks me. So I might keep it just so I can have a laugh for the week.
Well, mine is I'm a member of the Flatliners Club. No, just, just a joke. No, mine too, like yours, V. Everything has to be relinquished. The state of surrender. Surrender to death in order to live. Yeah.
Mm. Mm.
And
Thanks, everybody.
Thank
We'll
you.
Yeah,
travel
many
on through the
thanks.
week with those lessons, and look forward to seeing you all next week.
have a
Have a
great
great
Absolutely.
week,
week, gang.
everyone.
Wonderful.
Good
Yeah.
night.
Enjoy.
Bye.
Bye bye.